All right. Hello and welcome. My name is Mr. Macmillan. This is AP Computer Science A. Sure my cursor is on the right screen. There we go. A little bit about myself. I am a Valley Christian alumnus myself. I graduated from here in 2012. After I went here, welcome. I went to the University of the Pacific where I studied computer science. While I was in university, I actually tutored other computer science students, which I think sparked my joy for teaching. I never actually planned for myself to end up as a teacher, but here we are. I've been here for 7 years. I'm very happy doing what I'm doing. I feel very called to be here. So God works in funny ways. I ended up here, and I'm very happy to be where I am. This is my 5th year teaching this class specifically. So your kids are in good hands. Been doing this for a while. We know what we're doing. This past summer, my wife and I, pictured here, just celebrated our 5-year wedding anniversary. Very exciting stuff. All right, now, why should your student study computer science? Now, they're already in this class, so what's the point? Why should they be here? Well, computer science is great for building problem-solving skills, learning how to think like a computer, learning how to structure a solution is a very important skill. Learning how to read your code and fix the bugs that come up, very important. That builds a lot of attention to detail, and just being able to structure your thoughts in a way that is, this is the problem I'm trying to solve. How do I break that into smaller problems? How do I solve each of those? How do I actually write the code to do that? Important skills. You may have noticed, but computers are all around the world. You're in the computer lab, so obviously it's full of computers, but I'm sure that each of you came in with at least one device on your person. So knowing how to interface with computers and knowing how to program computers is a very useful skill in our digital age. Computer science is a discipline that is good for building teamwork, especially as students start working on larger projects, as they move into the real world of working on software. That involves working on big projects with lots of other people. Knowing how to interface with other people is a very useful skill to have and to build. And last but not least, programmers do get paid pretty well. It is maybe not the top incentive, but it's a pretty nice thing to throw in at the end there. So a bit about our class specifically. We deliver content through a system called VCHS. It is a browser-based system where there are video lectures, there are quizzes, there are coding assignments that are auto-graded for students to work on. And we usually are going to have one lecture at the beginning of class on 1 or 2 new topics, and students will have the rest of class time to work on assignments pertaining to that topic. So ideally, students do not have homework. They are able to finish during class. They can collaborate with each other. They can ask me questions. Ideally, this is a homeworkless class. And our whole class, our goal, is to teach students how to write code in the Java programming language. So different from other courses we teach here, we're using the Java language, which is relatively complex compared to some other languages. So our class is going to definitely be more complex than the intro class, going much more in depth, typically also more challenging than the APCS principles class. Of the 2 APs, this is definitely the more rigorous one in my experience. This class does serve as a very good foundation for any students interested in taking computer science in college. And even if they're not specifically interested in computer science, if they're interested in any STEM field, lots of STEM majors do require computer science as some fundamental knowledge. My wife is a mechanical engineer, and she had to take a computer science class. So having that knowledge is an important thing, no matter what field they choose to go into. Now, if you notice that your student is having a hard time, if they have not finished in class and are working at home, keep in mind, computer science can be a weird subject. It involves a lot of very specific and different from other disciplines thought processes. Some students click with it really fast. Some students take a little bit longer to process. I think that everyone can learn how to do it. It just comes to certain people faster than other people. So if they're struggling, they can absolutely watch all of the video lectures on VCHS. The lectures that I give at the beginning of class are going to have all of the same information as those. They're just very convenient way to read in that same information, watching it in video, or they can read through my lecture slides, which are all posted on learnvcs.net. So any resources that I create are made available to the students to use as a resource to read through if they ever have questions or are confused. I strongly encourage students to attend office hours if they think they need help, or if you think that they need help, encourage them to come. I'm in here on Mondays and Wednesdays after school. I also am supervising an after-school program on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if they ever need to get in touch with me, I am here after school pretty much every day. So if they send me an email, they can find out where I am. They can come to me. I'm happy to help them with whatever problems they are encountering. If they ever do send me an email, I try to respond to student emails as fast as I can, especially if they have a specific programming question. That means they're actively working on this assignment and that this is blocking them from continuing. So try to get back to them as fast as possible so they can keep continuing in their workflow. This is how you can help your students. And then if you ever need to get in contact with me, this is my email, jmcmillan@vcs.net. Feel free to reach out if you ever have questions about how your student's doing or any of those things. All right, that is it for us. Thank you. I will stop our recording.